Have you ever wondered what true giving really looks like? In the grand temple, a little boy stood watching, his eyes wide with wonder. He saw rich men approach the treasury, their heavy bags of gold making loud, clanging sounds as they dropped in their offerings. It was a show of great wealth, a spectacle for all to see. Everyone seemed impressed by their generosity. Then, through the crowd, a poor widow made her way forward. She was quiet, almost unnoticed. She reached into her worn pouch and pulled out 2 small coins, the smallest of all currency. With a gentle clink, so faint it was almost lost in the temple's echo, her offering was made. The boy saw it all. He saw the rich men and their large, noisy donations, and he saw the widow and her 2 tiny, quiet coins. He couldn't help but feel a little confused. Her offering seemed so small, so insignificant compared to the mountains of gold given by others. "It's too little," he whispered to himself. What can 2 small coins even do? He looked over and saw Jesus watching the scene, a gentle smile on his face. This puzzled the boy even more. Why would Jesus smile at such a tiny gift when so many others had given so much more? Curiosity got the better of him, and he shyly approached Jesus. "Teacher," he asked, his voice barely a whisper, "why did you smile when that poor woman gave so little? The rich men gave so much more." Jesus looked down at the boy, his eyes filled with warmth and kindness. He placed a hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "My dear child, you see with your eyes, but you must learn to see with your heart. Those rich men gave from their surplus, from the extra money they had. Their gifts didn't change their lives at all. They still had plenty left for themselves. But that poor widow, she gave everything she had. Those 2 small coins were all she had to live on. In giving them, she placed her complete trust in God." Jesus' words sank deep into the little boy's heart. He finally understood. It wasn't about the size of the gift. It was about the size of the sacrifice. The widow's gift, though small in the eyes of the world, was immeasurable in the eyes of God because it came from a place of total love and trust. Her offering was greater than all the others combined. His heart was so touched, so moved by this profound lesson. He looked down at his own small pouch. Inside was a piece of bread, his lunch for the day. It wasn't much, but at that moment, it felt like everything. Just then, he noticed a young child sitting by the temple steps, looking hungry and sad. Without a second thought, the boy walked over to the child and held out his piece of bread. "Here," he said with a smile, "you can have this." A look of surprise and then pure joy washed over the hungry child's face. He took the bread, broke off a piece for himself, and then, to the boy's amazement, he turned and shared the rest with another child sitting nearby. That child, in turn, shared their piece with someone else. A beautiful ripple of kindness and joy began to spread through that part of the temple. Laughter and smiles replaced the sad, hungry looks. The little boy watched, his heart overflowing. His small act of giving, inspired by the widow, had created a miracle of its own. He learned that day that the spirit of giving is contagious. It multiplies and grows, touching more lives than you can ever imagine. So what can we learn from this story? It teaches us a powerful truth, that God doesn't look at the amount we give, but at the heart behind the giving. A cheerful giver, someone who gives willingly and with love, is what pleases God. It's not about giving what's easy or what's left over. It's about giving from a place of love, even when it requires a sacrifice. You might think what you have to offer is small or insignificant, whether it's your time, your resources, or your kindness. But when you give with your whole heart, like the widow and the little boy, you are making the biggest offering of all. Your gift has the power to create ripples of joy and hope in the world. So let's all strive to have a generous heart. Let's give what we can, not because we have to, but because we want to share the love we've been given. Let's remember that even the smallest act of kindness, given with a full heart, is a treasure in the eyes of God. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more uplifting content. Remember to be a cheerful giver. See you next time.